Neon white.
Hello, welcome to part 11 of this series. Now that we are past 100 amethysts, the end is very much in sight. Just 21 levels remain, and we are going to get 10 of them in this video. These are the levels that I've improved on that I've covered before. All of these levels are from the last part, and that comes from me looking back at those levels and wanting to play them. You might have also noticed that straightaway is a sapphire time, which is true, I did get another accidental sapphire. So which amethyst metals will I get, and which ones will still remain? Let's see, starting with...
I just keep getting better and better.
I've seen the route change on this level several times during my time playing Neon White, and it was the most recent route change that finally allowed me to get this one. I like this route. While some things that I don't like from the previous route remain, like the Purify boost to the extreme fast Guardian's Godspeed shots, other things are made better, like changing the Purify throw, which I didn't think was that bad, with the Purify shot through the floor. The bullet boosts at the end are pretty easy, but I ended up missing a lot of them, which explains why I replayed this level 2 more times. Other parts of the level are pretty easy, but challenging enough to make it interesting, which makes this level pretty fun overall.
I just keep getting better and better.
I grouped this level with Dash Tower and Driller, being short dissension based levels in the middle of chapter 3 that start with D. Unlike those two, this level is so much harder. The main issue is killing all of the demons. It's easy to exchange bullet boosts for demons, and the final jumper needs to be hit with a stomp card while stomping. The stomp area needs to be carefully thought of as well, as you can miss collecting one of the Godspeed cards. Even the beginning isn't free. It's very weird to collect the bullet boost and kill the jumper, while also not touching the floor, which resets the descent. I tried doing this many times in the past, but this time I got it, and I'm glad I did.
I just keep getting better and better.
You may have noticed the pattern. Yes, I did go for the chapter 3 sweep, from the easiest remaining level to the hardest, which brings us here. Jumper is a notoriously difficult level to get the amethyst on, and the reason why is very simple. Killing every enemy with the stomp card is near impossible, and a couple of them have to be killed while stomping. The start is the easiest part, and if you're good, you can make the rest easier. The jumper and guardian pair is just barely possible if you're clicking as fast as me, which doesn't leave much room to start moving back while shooting. It just feels like complete luck when you do get everything, and if you stomped early enough, you should get the amethyst as well like I did. Chapter 3 as a whole is a major step up in difficulty from the first two chapters, with some incredibly difficult levels, so I wish those who are going for these levels good luck, and salute those who can master these levels.
I just keep...
Don't have much to say about this level. The phantoms at the beginning were awkward to learn and pull off, the ending was also awkward to learn and pull off, and since I'm not doing any crazy world record strats, the rest of the level is fairly easy and boring to pull off. I did rely heavily on a tutorial, although it took me several sessions to get everything down. It's a level that I don't want to play anymore, and don't know how much time left there is to save with my route. I reckon it isn't that much.
keep getting better and better.
Another Book of Life level. I make a big deal out of these levels because I'm not that good at them. I say this every time, but the middle difficulty theory still holds true. That being said, I had a lot more fun playing this level than I thought I would. There is some enjoyment in having to go extremely quickly, which is also my big flaw with the level, and it goes way too fast for me. This is especially the case with the elevate shots, as you need to treat it like a boof discard without the leniency the card gives you. The clip is also annoying, but not as bad as those shots. Overall, I have pretty mixed feelings about this level, and am conflicted if I want to push this level further.
I just keep getting better and better.
This is probably one of the tightest windows to get the amethyst if you're following the route that I took, which most people do. Fireballs and mimics don't mesh well together, as shown by the several groups of enemies that are very hard to hit. The last two in particular are especially hard because that's the limiting factor, as you can reach the goal before all the enemies are killed. There's also the issue of bullet boosts, and while there aren't that many opportunities, getting them all is hard to do. I got barely under the goal time and pushed for a slightly faster time when I didn't want to be the person with the slowest amethyst time.
I just keep getting better and better.
When I first started playing Neon White, this level made my game crash. While I fixed that issue, that negative sentimentality hasn't gone away. If you follow the level normally, it's a pretty normal level, but unfortunately that's only good for an emerald medal. If you want the amethyst, you need to perform the long jump, which requires good spacing, several bullet boosts, and you also need to hit some targets on the way there. Once you get up on top, which is not guaranteed, you need to hit a couple more targets while still moving. You can go even faster with shocker dupes, but my time is pretty respectable, and it's just another level that I want to ignore.
I just keep getting better and better.
This level is just as annoying as Triptrack for me, but for completely different reasons. Whereas Triptrack is long and very difficult to get a successful run, Waterworks is completely luck dependent if you want the amethyst medal. That above water boost is the sole reason why this level sucks. The rest of the level is fine, but leaning on the easy and boring side. You can do little tricks to increase your odds of getting it, but it isn't consistent at all, and I had to try many different things before finally getting one that works. I feel this level will be easier to forget than Triptrack. Not many people want to play a luck-dependent level.
I just keep getting better and better.
Yet again, I've held on to the fact that I was going for a chapter sweep until the last level. This time I went hardest to easiest. Or at least I thought so until I encountered this level. The starting Phantom and Times Barrel boost was extremely difficult, and I started out with something closer to the world record route, which was even more difficult. The other bullet boost and tripwires weren't as bad, but were extremely frustrating if I missed them because I knew that I had to do that Phantom again. I tried to hold off of the bullet boost at the end, but you need some amount if you want the Amethyst. The start is also free and boring, which contributes to the weary feeling I got playing this level. While I didn't like any of the levels here, Chapter 6 is a nice change of scenery from Lower Heaven, and while the levels are longer than normal, there is a variety of levels for everyone, from the simple to the complex, with varying amounts of enjoyability for each. It's definitely not the easiest chapter to sweep, but it's a good place to pick up some medals if you're starting out or you need some more.
I just keep getting better and better.
I started out enjoying this level a lot, but my relationship with this level has soured over time. The Fireball discard is confusing when and where to discard, and it's only semi-consistent after a very long drop. The titular Plunge is hard, as there is a very narrow window where you get every enemy, and it's also hard to judge when to stomp. There is a reroute that saves the Purify Bomb, but I struggled to get everything with the bomb that I didn't even consider it. I used to do the Phantom, but it's a little too fast for me to kill the Barnacle. The make or break of this level is the ending, but given the varying nature of the boosts, and the fact that not many runs come here, it can become very frustrating and just leaves you feeling like you could have done better. I just barely got the Amethyst my first time, and improved it slightly on a later time. And that's a wrap for part 11. This has been a very negative episode. That's the problem with waiting until the very end to do these hard levels. Unfortunately, I don't think part 12 will be that much better. Speaking of which, I haven't gotten enough Amethyst to fill that part yet, with me waiting for these videos to come out. Even though we've only caught up to part 3 of this series, I can now get those Amethysts, so see you when I do, and thank you for watching.